My name is Rob Lamberson. I'm the Director of Analytics at Reprise and Ansible, which is their agencies under the IPG Media Brands umbrella.
Perfect.
Yeah.
And what has you really excited about the conversational space?
So when I've been with IPG Media Brands for 8 years now, and about 2 years ago I moved over to Ansible, which was our quote unquote mobile agency. But by mobile, it wasn't strictly phone; it was anything on the go. So we have our own in-house development team, and we started building a bunch of bots, mostly working with the incubator group within various organizations, and they were legacy clients. So they're willing. They had the willingness to try something new. So we started pitching them on the bots, and it really caught on. Our first one was with the launch of the Kia Niro. So the Niro was the first of its kind hybrid crossover utility vehicle. So prior to the Super Bowl of 2017, we built a chatbot for the Niro. And that bot actually launched their Super Bowl ad prior to it airing during the Super Bowl. So yeah, they were looking for something new to go along with this new type of vehicle, and it just the paths intersected nicely, and we went along with that. Since then, we've done anywhere from customer service bots to awareness bots to just all over, whether it's Messenger as the platform of choice, going across Messenger, Alexa, and Google Assistant, or just on the voice platforms. Yeah, so we build across all three of them right now.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great. It's getting that cross-platform story is always it's difficult if you don't plan for it, but once you do, it's like, yeah, we're everywhere. We don't care.
Yep.
We're just everywhere.
And we're lucky enough to have the backing of these brands, and have kind of well, write up an SOW and
Right. And have the relationship with them.
Exactly.
To get exactly what you need out of it.
Totally.
Yeah. That's great. In the next 5 years or so, maybe 1 year, what do you think the biggest problem that needs to be solved in the space is?
So I would say, to your point earlier, the tightening of the integration between not only our messenger platforms and voice platforms, but to any other experiences as well. So whether that be out of home, web, and so on and so forth. And I think that question was posed earlier today. Just like, it was that product manager. He wanted, why don't we have something that just does it all? And I mean, there are quite a bit of everything. Everything is technically there, but there's a lot to work through, and you really need to strip everything down and build it up to do it properly.
Yeah, in a way, Siri has it right in that regard, but it's just awful.
Exactly.
And it's not. You can't do anything with it.
Right.
So it's got the screen, it's got the voice, but.
Yeah. I mean, and to that point, I have a 2-year-old at home, and he knows each device, knows each one by name, and he'll try to invoke Alexa. She'll listen sometimes with his little 2-year-old voice that doesn't quite pronounce all the words properly, but he'll get some music to play from time to time. So that's good. Yeah.
Cool. Can you describe, maybe before you got into voice, before this space kind of occurred to you, kind of that aha moment that really made you feel like this was now arriving?
Really, when brands started coming at us and saying, we really want you to start looking in this direction for us, and what can you do? It started with the Kia project, and it's grown to Millicors, with Zima, with some of our J&J for AccuView and Zyrtec. We're doing some more in the automotive space. So I'm finding it. interesting how we're doing a lot in automotive, pharma, and the food and beverage space. Not to mention, we are doing some personal care items as well. But yeah, I mean, it's just how many requests we are getting now. And to that point, my aha moment probably came between the launch of the NeroBot and building the ZimaBot, because the ZimaBot was really just a fun bot to build.
That's fun.
Yeah.
Awesome. If and this one may not be as applicable, but if you got one question to ask of all the users of your bots, you got an answer definitively, what would you like to know about them?
It's a tough question because it really would depend on the purpose of each bot. So
yeah, it's a tough one when you're building all the bots.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, and with all different purposes, all different. So I mean, for the contact lenses, it's, you know, is this helpful to you? Are you I mean, because we have two different paths, so to speak, on the lens. One is for someone who never tried lenses, you know, kind of scared, doesn't know what to expect at a doctor's appointment. And then there's the subscription service for someone who actually, now I'm trying it, and we actually now have them opt in for like a 7-day check-in, a 14-day check-in. Hey, how's it going? You know, you having any trouble? Yeah, and I think it's really, really cool, and it really supports the user. And we actually then do serve up some feedback from the users, because we like to collect that, whether, you know, is this useful to you? Thumbs up, thumbs down,
right,
so to speak. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's a big one for everybody. It's just like, I put it out there, people are kind of using it, but I don't know, is it really useful? I don't know.
Right.
That's all I have for you.
Awesome.
Thank you very much.
Thanks. I appreciate it.